Howdee-haie guys, today I thought I would talk about a video concerning my hair and things in terms of moisturising it. So just in case you didn't know, I have relaxed colour treated hair. Okay, so I'm just going to be really basic here and explain what things mean as I'm saying, because I don't know, might be some people from different ethnicities, just different backgrounds, different kind of hair textures. They don't really know a lot about other people's hair, so I thought I'd explain as I go along. So sorry if it sounds like I'm dumbing it down a bit, but just want to get out there for everyone. So yeah, I have relaxed colour treated hair. So relaxing is a kind of process that you take that people with afro texture hair, like really thick hair usually, take to get their hair permanently straightened. What it does is it changes the follicle bond. It sort of manipulates it into a straighter texture. It's very damaging, but if you just like bleaching is damaging for hair, relaxing is damaging because you're changing the structure of your natural hair type. So of course you're going to be left with some issues if you don't treat it right. That can include breaking off, complete falling out, that kind of thing, dullness, you know. And also my hair's colour treated, so I usually just use semi-permanent vegetable dyes such as Directions Colours, Crazy Colour, but I have used in the past Dark and Lovely's Honey Blonde, which is a permanent colour because it's like a blonde, and I've used, the first time I dyed my hair was a Red Cherry colour by L'Oreal. It's the cream mousse one. Anyway, so that's a bit about my hair. I don't have any pictures to insert about how my hair was before and all that, but if you want me to do like a hair journey kind of thing in the future, perhaps I'll do something like that. Anyway, yeah, the main focus of this video is for the moisturising and things in terms of how to hydrate your hair and stuff like that. Not too focusing on the products I use, everything's specific to me by the way, and my experiences, but yeah, not too certain on the products, but their kind of role and what they're supposed to do. So I'm going to be talking about hair grease, hair creams and hair oils. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the hair grease. Wow, back from when I was really young and I had like afro thick hair grease is what my mum used on me, like Dax thick waxy grease, and I never liked it because it was just thick, and when you touch your hair your grease just comes off. Here I have an example of Vaseline, just petroleum jelly, and I will use this as an example because I have wondered when I was kind of learning about my hair, can I put Vaseline on there? It will just moisturise it. But no, all hair greases, like first ingredient is usually petroleum jelly, and it's got like mineral oils and stuff like that, but that's all great stuff for your car engine if you think about it, because it's good for a lubricant but it's not good for moisturising, because when you think about it, hair grease literally just sits on the strands of your hair and your scalp. That's why when you touch it, it's all thick with grease pretty much. It doesn't actually penetrate the shaft. It actually creates a barrier, and it stops moisture from coming in, and it stops your own natural oils from coming out. So if you think about it, hair grease isn't really doing anything great for you, and that's why a lot of the time afro haired girls or guys suffer with breakage, and that's not great. I mean, it's not a fault of our own. Ancestors in the past used to use like bacon fat, like during slavery times, bacon fat and any greasy things that they could get, because they thought, this is sort of wet, it's going to moisturise my hair, you know, you just think that, put something on your hair to add shine, sort of a manageability for combing it as well. So it's just kind of grown with us to carry on using the grease. But yeah, as I was growing up, I thought, I really don't like the texture of this. My hair it doesn't look like it's benefiting from it, and so that's when I kind of dived into the hair creams. I have this Mane and Towel olive oil complex as an example. It's actually finished at the moment, but sorry, I've got bits of hair in it, but if you can see, it was this green kind of light whipped paste kind of consistency. Now this is what I'd kind of put in my top two in terms of what actually gives moisture to the hair and what actually nourishes it. I definitely like creams as a hair kind of product because it's more of a lightweight consistency. It doesn't weigh down the hair, and it actually gets more of a penetration into the shaft. It's actually doing some sort of good. The only thing that I don't like about hair creams is when I apply too much, because I am pretty heavy-handed when it comes to moisturising my hair, especially if I've not got anywhere to go and I want sort of like a hot oil treatment, but not really hot oil, if that makes sense. I will put a lot in, and with creams I found that because I think they're water-based, yeah, definitely the first ingredient is water. Because they're a water-based product, it makes my hair sort of curl up a bit, especially near the back where I've got more short strands, like more baby hair sort of thing around the front. When I put too much there, my hair will sort of retract and go a bit frizzy. Now that's not saying that my hair's being damaged by the product. It's mostly to me saying that it's a water product. My hair will naturally curl up being wet, if that makes sense. So this is why I ended up going on to the next thing I'll talk about, which is coconut oil, but not specifically coconut oil, just general oil. This is just an example, and I'm pretty much all out. I've got to top that up in a minute. So yeah, oils I found are the best thing for when it comes to moisturising your hair. And I think this because depending on what you're using, like in terms of coconut oil, castor oil, olive oil, that sort of things, they're the ones that's going to give the most amount of penetration into the hair shaft. They're the ones that's mostly going to nurture your hair and actually aid in protecting your hair from split ends and stuff like that. It's actually getting deep into the crevices and on your scalp as well, getting deep in there, encouraging hair growth, encouraging luster and shine, that kind of thing. And I think it's great, but as well it's another kind of thing where when you touch it, if you've put in too much, it will feel just like the grease. You'll get that kind of coat on your hand, and it can be kind of unattractive, especially if you're with your partner or something and they're going you know what I mean. So I definitely think oils are best to use as a moisturising product for your hair, with a close second of hair creams. So yeah, let's talk a bit more about hair oils. I kind of have a range over there, but I don't really want to trouble anything because I'm such a klutz, I'll knock everything down. Different types of hair oils specifically have different heat temperaments. So some of them are great for like a natural heat protectant because they have a higher level of boiling or heat sort of cookingness, if that makes sense. I wouldn't recommend olive oil, for example, to put on straight just before blow drying or applying any other heat product because it has a low resistance. So that means when you're straightening your hair after you've put in your lovely olive oil in and you get all that sizzling, that's because it's cooking, sort of. Do you know what I mean? I used to use olive oil in my hair and then go ahead and straighten it and think, oh no, it's just product. But no, it's because it has a low cooking level, so that means it will heat up quicker, and because it's in your hair it will fry it. So I completely back away from olive oil unless I mix it in with products or unless it's organic root stimulator hair stuff, because otherwise I just feel like I'm frying my hair. I'm not doing any good to it. So like I said, I just kind of leave that out of my routine. And I'm mostly with castor oils and coconut oils now, and I kind of make a little concoction. Another thing that I like to use is, this is a mixture in here, but it's the Body Shop's Sweet Lemon Beautifying Oil, because this is for skin, nails and hair. And they come in many different flavours or scents, and I think that it's so great because you've got this nice scent going in your hair, but it's actually benefiting it as well. Again, I wouldn't recommend, because I don't know what exactly is mixed in here with this, so I wouldn't recommend using this and then straight away using heat product, you know, not a lot of it anyway. So yeah, I definitely think if you're trying to get out of the loop of your parents doing your hair for you and you don't really know what's going on, definitely go for a hair cream to moisturise your hair or a hair oil.